Anish, let's start at the end. Our commentators, one of them, of course, is your wife, Sopika. We're surprised by your draw offer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was myself surprised by my draw offer, but yeah, I had an extra pawn and some chances, although I think objectively with the bishop pair, black should definitely defend it. But then I felt I misplayed it a little bit because there were all kinds of checks on the horizon and some lines where my a2 pawn is being attacked, and yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to consolidate the position in my head, and I couldn't really do that, and I had 3 minutes left, so I thought, okay, if I have a way to consolidate, I'm gonna push for a long time, but for now I don't see it, so I just offered a draw. I later looked a bit. I think what I missed is that I have some ideas with knight b7 after bishop c7, and then my knight on b7 is surprisingly okay. And actually, if I realize I put a knight on b7, and then knight d1 can always go to c3, then I can protect everything. But I didn't really realize that I have knight b7, and I thought I have to go back to e4, and then f3 pawn is hanging in some lines. So I sort of miscalculated, and also thought that, well, I mean, what's the big deal? Because even if I consolidate, I think the position has very big drawing margin.
What about earlier in the game? I already asked you the same question, but what about that moment when you took on e6?
Yeah, it was interesting. I was better in the opening, so in hindsight, I slightly underestimated this d5 thing. I guess originally I blundered the queen in my calculation, and then I decided to do it on purpose. Yeah, I mean, I allowed this d5, and then I pretty much had to choose either to sort of make a draw or go for the queen sack, and I thought I don't risk much because I was calculating a lot of interesting options after the queen sack with bishop takes c3 or knight d4 mostly, and I saw bishop f8 only after I went for it. And okay, bishop f8 is a very practical decision because then we get this endgame, yeah, which is much less exciting than what the game could have been, but black has much easier play.
Jurgen tweeted before playing you 2 days ago. He said he was getting ready for you. How do you feel about the arrival of a new face on the Twitter scene?
Yeah, I'm glad, and together with Jan Gustafsson, we are trying to get Jordan as high as possible in the Twitter sphere, and he's approaching probably 1,000 followers. Deserves much more. Hopefully his chess will improve as well.
How did you get into the game? Did you have any special feelings playing the only other Dutch player in the tournament?
Yeah, I wanted to get a playable position, and I was very happy that after a couple of moves we got a playable position that he was also unfamiliar with. Yeah, I was looking forward to the game, and the way the game was unfolding, I was quite happy.
Great, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.